Okay, in this video, I'm going to be preparing some rocks for heat treating. I also did some preparation on my turkey roaster. Okay, let's see. Before I start here, all right, I'm going to compare. I'm replacing a thermostat or the thermometer, not thermostat. This is just a thermometer. This one is a meat thermometer. It goes up to 550, right? But since this turkey roaster has a very well insulated lid with fiberglass insulation, the heat gets a lot hotter than 550. It's supposed to go up to 450, right? But the dial setting doesn't control the temperature. It just controls the amount of electricity going to the heating element. All right, it doesn't have an internal shutoff for that temperature. Okay? It doesn't have a regulator for that temperature. It just has the little gap that opens up or closes according to where this dial is, and that's it. So if you insulate it, it keeps a lot of the heat in better than the original that is not insulated. And when they tune this at the factory, they don't take into account an insulated lid. All right, so that's why it gets hotter. I used a meat thermometer before. I stuck it in here. I drilled a hole in the rim. I just enlarged it, right? But it's a hole in the rim above the insulation that's inside. So you can see some of the insulation that's part of the actual turkey roaster. All right, it doesn't go all the way up to the top of the rim, the insulation. So you can drill through this rim up here. All right. Now I drilled it large enough for this thermometer for a barbecue grill. Now this one here, it works very well with a 3/8 inch drill bit. Okay. How do I know it's 3/8 for sure? Because it fits in the 3/8 slot, and that's where it came from. Come on. I don't even know how to do these. All right. Okay, so that's my little drill bit set. Now, where did I get this? I think I got it off of Amazon. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have the original packaging or the instructions, so I'll put a link to where I got it. Anyway, this goes up to 800. So today or tomorrow, it's going to be a fun day to see exactly how hot it gets. It'll be tomorrow because I got to leave this in for 24 hours at 200 degrees. Okay, I got to leave it in 24 hours, 200 degrees, and then start increasing the heat in increments of 50 degrees every 30 minutes until I get to the very tip-top setting on the dial. I start a little bit lower. This is about 100, right? I got to add another 100 or 125 or 150, I don't know exactly, to the temperature, so it gets it up to be between 200 and 250 if I set the dial to that notch. That's the warm-up notch. Okay, I disregard these temperatures. And then for 50 degrees, I just ramp it up 50 and just keep going. It's 2 notches every 50 degrees, so every 30 minutes I'll increase it 2 notches until I get it to the final. When it's ready, after the 24-hour period of drying. Okay, so let's see if this will screw in all the way. It's pretty thin sheet metal, so it's not a big deal. If it doesn't fit exactly, you can mess with it and it'll hopefully fit. All right, so I think the lid will fit in there properly. Yeah, there's still a gap there. As long as there's a slight gap, the lid should fit on there. Yeah. All right. There it is. New thermostat setup. Hopefully that goes in far enough that it'll read the temperature correctly. Now, with this particular setup, I've noticed that I don't get much heat in the very middle, so I'm going to take a brick paver, stick it in the middle, and put my rocks around it. That way I get a consistent heat on my rocks. This is just a spacer, and it's something I know I won't burn up or crack or whatever. Okay, it's a paver brick. So I'm going to fill around that, so in the very center where they're not seeming to get enough heat, there won't be any rocks there. Okay, so that's the setup that I got so far on the turkey roaster. Okay, so now we can get to spalling the rocks. All right. There's some thunder in the background. It looks like it's going to rain pretty good. All right, so I'm going to heat treat the butterscotchy type chert. This is already small enough, so that goes in. I'm not going to, did I say butterscotchy? I'm going to heat treat the swirly type. Not the butterscotch, the swirly type of this Georgia chert. Except I'm not gonna do too many of my big spalls because I'll break them on video. Let me do the smaller ones first. Yeah. Maybe I should start with the very smallest. Very smallest. Yeah, it's the swirly type. This one is kind of butterscotchery though. I gotta be careful because the swirly stuff and the butterscotch is not the same as far as heat treat temperatures. The swirly stuff needs a lot hotter to get to the desired effect. The darker it is, the more heat it needs. The lighter it is, the less heat it needs. So I have to make sure this is pretty consistent. I gotta be heat treating the darker stuff. Yeah. On this batch, the darker stuff. Now I'm going to be trying to get large flakes and bifaces. How am I going to be doing this perfectly and absolutely amazingly? No, even after 15 years or 14 years of doing this, I don't get amazing and extremely efficient results. So you just got to bear with me. Yeah, this is dark stuff, so this is the stuff I want to heat treat. All right. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let me see. Oh, let's see. I forgot to do something. I gotta close up some windows. I'll be right back. The rain is going to be coming in a few minutes. I need to close up some windows. Hold on.